Yeah.
Okay, so
See you tomorrow.
we're going to show you both of our solos singly, and then we're going to show you how we put them together to make a duet.
Alright.
Right? Danielle?
And then my solo. And that's mine.
So how did you put it together?
Did you just have trouble putting it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really difficult to know like what parts to take from each of them because we had to try and like look like we were working together and not just taking parts apart.
Yeah.
So we started off with I was on that side.
Yeah.
We started off with taking the
Apart from your
The
end
up.
of yours.
to the down, and then we used Danny's low hit, so we both turned hit.
And then
We
we
came
came
up.
up. And we thought that it was more effective for us to do it so that we were both facing, so it was mirrored facing the opposite way so that the audience would see both viewpoints.
Good.
So from there, we each took on our own solo parts. So I walked back, I came back forward, and then on the next part we joined it together again. So we took my part here and mirrored it again. And I continued mine to the floor.
Yeah. I
So
came up.
Ashley had her.
And then we
towards
had
the
like
front.
bit of levels as well, so I was up, Danny was down, and she done.
So then I continued mine. So I changed the dynamics of this so that it was slower in comparison to Ashley's movement at the front, which was faster.
Sorry guys, we're filming.
And then as I finished my movement, we added this to the ending.
Awesome.
Do you want to do it fluently?
Yeah.
So we can see it.
So that's it broken down. So yeah,
Yeah.
do it like.
So then we'll show you how it's.
Can we maybe move that wee plastic bag? Because that's annoying me.
Oh, really now then.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
Turns out to cut you out of mine.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Awesome. So is that's not what it's like in the piece, is it?
No, we were told to show Carla our duet as it was once we'd taken it from the solos, and then she asked us to integrate it so that we could have it separated. So we were both in 2 different congregations. So I'm on the left, Danny's on the right, and we've been asked to change it to a floor routine so that we could both have like there'll be set movements where we're both in the air, or you can see us a little bit, but you can't see us all the way.
Yeah, but like with this part, we were still able to show the levels, whereas I would, as I grab up, Ashley's down, and then
I use
we
my leg.
alternate. And then also we were able to change it so that even though in the congregations at this section of the piece, we are facing with our backs to the audience, we actually managed to turn it around so that they actually see our faces, which creates more of an impact because obviously everyone else still has their back rather than us two that are creating the solo piece.
Yeah, they're not really working in the same timing as they were before, so although the beginning bit starts the same, it does end up with different timing and we end and do different things on different times. We can show you how we've changed that.
Yeah, how you came.
Yeah.
Do you want to show us how you came to your end bit and talk us through it like you did the last time?
Yeah.
Like just show us as well and then you can do it fluently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we face and... We do it facing us?
Yeah, we'll face towards you, so...
And then
Okay.
I'll show you it.
Yeah? So technically we are the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is where we're facing in the piece. Martha gets up to do her duet with Santa, and we use that as our cue. And we count 5, 6, 7, 8, and we come and push up to come back down to do a 1, 2, 3 with our feet.
So that's clearly representing the bit from Danny's solo, yeah?
Yeah, that's the part from my solo which we've adapted for the
It
floor.
would be the pull up.
Okay.
And then the part where I would do the kick with my chest, Danny would air grab. We both get up. So I do a kick.
And then I do a grab, punch, and a kick backwards towards the audience.
I then turn away from the other congregation to this side.
Which is taking the part from my piece as well. So I turn. This time we're the same way. So we're in unison for that part, which is more effective than how we had in our duet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here. And then I take an up and an air grab again.
And on that point I hold and I stare out to the audience until we both join back in again to the rest of the congregation.
I stay down and then I join in and turn.
Yeah, it's opposites.
Did you find it hard to get the timing of, you know how you're doing at different times and then you do this bit?
Yeah, it's still something that we've been working on like up until today because I can't see Danny at all.
Yeah.
So we've kind of had to use the counts in the music that we both can relate to because we were finding it really difficult to know from like the kicks and stuff. Yeah, so we've kind of just like taken cues from the music now so that we know where to go so that we're back in unison again.
Yeah.
But we can show you it now, like in a current flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Can I get used to sit back? Just
And should we, we'll do it, so this would be...
So this is the audience perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're two separate now.
Oh,
There we go.
you see us?
Yep.
And we carry on with the rest of the piece that way. So our duet kind of just slots in with loads of other duets. So if we're honest, we're probably not the only ones moving at the same time. So the focal point probably won't be on us, but it just looks nice to have a little bit of level in the congregation so everyone's sitting down.
The timing looks nice.
Like, obviously, we've had to create like a character for the piece. Like, do you feel that you can reflect that well enough, like in your solo? Do you feel it's like kind of goes with how you feel throughout the piece?
Well,
and like
for
that?
mine personally, for my solo, I found it really difficult to know what sort of character to take on because I couldn't really relate to the theme of death. And so I took the anger emotion and really like played on that. So that's why I had like little fast hitting movements, which I think I can still like represent in the duet as well. And then now that it's still a duet, a solo at the same time, I can still get the emotion across. So I feel like I can still like portray the character at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't want to extract too much from what we had originally created, so obviously we based it on either our own stories or on this character profile, so to extract too much would have taken away from the emotion that we could have given originally as well.
Do you want to tell us what your lines are, or would you prefer not to?
My lines were, I can't remember his voice. I loved him, I do love him, but now he's gone.
And mine was, I can't remember his voice, but his smile, I'll always remember his smile.
Nice. Happy with everything else? Are you okay with it now? Do you think you'll be fine for the show? Any tweaky bitties?
It's taken. We started our solos were right from the first couple of weeks, so in the time it's taken, we've really developed it as well. Like my solo has definitely changed from the first week, and now that we've had the time to go back from all them weeks ago to now, I do feel like we've definitely benefited having all the time to rehearse. To now hitting the show tomorrow, I do think that we feel a lot more ready for it. And with the rehearsals today, it's really helped because we've broken down the counts again, which is obviously a good thing for us. And the musical cues have helped as well.
Good. Well done.